Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Another draw preview brought to you by Game to Love. This one, we're in Winston Salem Open, and we've got a couple of the ladies' new tournaments that have never been played before, the Cleveland Open and the Chicago Open on the women's side. This one, few good players in there, but not the highest level of competition, I'd say. Have you looked into it yet?
Yeah, I think for me the big talking point is the first round matchup of Kyrgios and Murray. We don't know what kind of Murray to expect, but if he is able to overcome Kyrgios, then he's got a real shot of going far, because I've looked at that little part of the bracket and it's very open. And similar for Kyrgios, if he is able to do that, we know he's got bags of potential. He could actually go all the way and win this tournament.
Well, exactly. And
so it's like a big match in the first round, which could determine the outcome of this whole thing.
I was a bit concerned with the timings of the brackets closing. I did actually go ahead and complete my brackets pre-draw preview, just in case, because we know sometimes they start early on the Sundays. We'll take you through them nonetheless. But is there any qualifiers still going on with these? I know there was sort of an overlap of the qualification and the first round draw.
Yeah, that's correct. So we do have qualifiers starting in about 30 minutes. We've got Herbert playing. We've got Denis Kudla, Poprin, Noah Rubin versus Pule. Personally, Max Purcell's got Kudla. It's a tough one. I know, funny enough, I don't know if you saw who Wu beat in the last round, but it was pretty mad. In the nature of the way he won. Let's see if I can bring out. Yeah, Donald Young. He beat Donald Young 6-love, 6-love.
Oh, Donald. What's happened there, mate? That's a bit of a nightmare, that one. The double bagel. Don't get many of them on the tour, that's for sure. That's a bit shocking. Sorry, Donald, but what have you been up to? I mean, what was his last result before that? Oh, wow, he's been losing. That's his seventh loss in a row, I think. Oh,
I'm not sure. I don't even know why he's even bothering.
Hopefully he's not ill or anything of that respect. Hopefully he's all right. Come on, Donald, pick yourself up, brush yourself off, get back down on the training courts, and try and get a win under your belt, because it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, and let's have a look at some of the people who have won this tournament. Have you got it up?
Yeah. Just bear with me 2 ticks. I was just bringing up the the qualifiers. Sorry, I'll just bring this one up for you guys. I'll make it a bit bigger so that you guys can see who has actually won it. So you can see
it was called before the New Haven. Is that right? I can't see it. There we go. Yeah, New Haven. And now it's called Winston Salem. A bit of a weird name. And there's been some good winners here. John Isner's done well. He's won back-to-back. Kevin Anderson. In more recent years, we've got Booster, who's going to be the number 1 seed, I believe, for this tournament. You've got a Gut in there, Daniel Medvedev, and Hurkacz.
Indeed. I think Kalenia Booster's the number 1 seed in this tournament, though.
That's what I said.
Booster. You said a Gut.
I said Booster.
I thought you said a Gut, but never mind. Anyway, potato, 2 Spanish people.
Oh, that's why, luckily, it is recorded, so we can have a look. I know we've had this before, and I was wrong, but hopefully this time I'm right. I meant Booster, so
it's all right, mate. I've been out for the afternoon and had a couple of beers at the pub, so maybe you're right.
Yeah, well, we got the call one saying, was we late because we was watching Chelsea Arsenal? I was, Ben wasn't.
No.
But yeah, apologies for that, for everyone waiting. But thanks for everyone here. If you haven't already, hit the like button and let's get straight into it. I'm looking down this list, as notable winner, 2008, Marin Cilic. I believe he's in this draw. Let's see how far he can go.
Yeah, indeed, mate. I can bring up the brackets in here. I think it's going to be easiest. Right, okay. So we go to the ATP Edit Winston Salem. Right, here we go.
It's important. If anyone wants to join our bracket league, we've had a lot of people join these last few months. It's completely free to do so. We'll give you a shout out if you're able to win the whole thing in one of our roundup podcasts. There's no prizes on offer for this one, but it is completely free. Sign up with your email address. Join the Game to Love League. You can compete against me and Ben. and test yourself. Let's see how good your picks are compared to us. And everyone else, we've got, what, 300 people in? Maybe more?
Yeah, 328 at the moment. But, yeah, pick yourself. I think you're third at the moment in this week's one. Well done, mate. You're doing well.
Which one? Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, I think, mate. I think you're up the top.
Yeah, but I don't have the winner, so
I know. So that you're going to fall down. Maybe I'll be able. I don't know. I think I'll be able to overtake you, but at least I've got a finalist of Zverev as my winner. So you never know. But we start at the top. Pablo Carreño Busta is the number 1 seed in here, and as you can see, I've got him. Well, he's by through the first round. I've got him heading up that little bit here. We got Sumu Kwon against Radu Albot. I've gone for Sumu Kwon. I've gone for Tennis Sangren to beat Cecchinato, and I've gone with Sangren to beat Koepfer and Busta to beat Sangren, so Busta to head the section.
Yeah, mine's the same. The only difference is I've got Koepfer beating Sangren.
I went for the home court advantage. Tennis. He's looking fit as a fiddle last time we saw him, so I'm going to go for that.
Koepfer could even beat Busta if he doesn't turn up. I'll go that far.
Next up, Jan-Lennard Struff. He's going to be up. We don't have the qualifiers. Haven't done them yet. I think the qualifiers is going to beat Mega though here.
Okay,
I've gone with that.
I think that's harsh on Mega. I like Mega, so I'll have him there.
Vashka to beat Seppi and Cilic. He's got a bye. I've got Cilic to beat Vashka. Struff to beat the qualifier. Cilic to head the section to beat Struff.
Yeah, me too.
Moving down, Dan Evans, GB's finest. He's going to be up against either Feliciano Lopez or a qualifier. I've gone for the qualifier in this one as well. I've been a bit brave this afternoon down the pub.
It's crazy you've gone for a lot of qualifiers. I've not. I've gone for Feliciano. But Dan Evans in America doesn't fill me with confidence. He doesn't do particularly well. Just looking at his little section, though, it's not that hard for him. I think could Gombos do something special? Could Gasquet roll back the years and hit them amazing backhands and trouble Dan Evans? Evans should be able to do very well here because his draw's favourable. He just needs to turn up. I know he's been on a bit of a skid, losing some matches. Let's see if this tournament's for him.
Indeed. Well, I've got him beating the qualifier. Gerasimov beating Gombos. Gasquet beating Gerasimov. And then Evans heading the section beating Gasquet.
I actually have Gombos through to the third round. So,
wow. That doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest.
I went a bit ham on Gombos.
Shock. Even if it was a qualifier, I'd still have him going through, even if he hadn't qualified yet. Benoit Paire, he is back on the tour, and he is back almost to his best. He took a set off Andrei Rublev, and remember, Andrei Rublev is now through to the final in Cincinnati. Benoit Paire, a dangerous player when he's playing well, and he's going to be up against a guaranteed French second round against either Gilles Simon or Arthur Rinderknecht. I'm going Rinderknecht in this one.
Yep, me too. I'll have Rinderknecht. I'll have Paire beating Rinderknecht.
Same.
Rusevori Moutet, that's a 50-50 matchup. Both young guys on tour, very good on hard courts. I'm not sure which way to go, but I think I'm going to go with the Finn. Rusevori is probably a player I like a little bit more.
Thought you would. Yeah, I'm going to go the same. We like him too much to not. Bublik as a buy. I've got Bublik beating Rusevori, though, in the next round. And then I've got Paire beating Bublik to go through.
So that's your big shock. Paire heading the section. I'm going to go Bublik to head it. I think his serves are going to prevail.
Yeah, bear in mind I filled this out at the pub earlier, so you'll probably be surprised about
winning the whole thing.
You'll be surprised at some of my selections, mate.
You got Alminos, and I think Moutet has pulled out. Just something to know.
God. Well, I'll still keep the same. I'll keep Rusevori in there. Basilashvili, he's got a bye through the first round. He'll play Correa or Musetti. I'm going Musetti, and I will have Basilashvili beating him as well in the next round. I don't know if you're the same.
No, this round I've gone with my heart too much. I've done it with a few of these sections. I know we've got Alcaraz coming up in a bit. I've actually got Musetti heading the section. And the route he has to do it is he beats Correa, beats Basilashvili, and then beats Giron. So I've got very similar to you, but I don't know. Maybe he don't, and Basilashvili's the man who comes through. I know Gio in the chat would be loving it if he does. but Lorenzo's class, and I want to see him do well.
Well,
that's the only reason.
I would love to see him do well. I think Basashvili might have a bit too much, but if he has an off day, I'll be happy to see Musetti go through. I got Bash had ahead in the section, beating Giron. Going down, Alcaraz, and we got Alcaraz with a potential second round matchup here, and I've got to go for him. Big Steve to beat the qualifier. He's in America, but I've got a bit of an upset. Big Steve to knock out Alcaraz in the next round. Don't know if you've gone with that. Probably not.
No, like I said, I've got Alcaraz beating Johnson. I've got. Let me have a look.
I think I've been a bit
memory here.
I've been a bit brave in this bracket, to be fair.
I have Alcaraz Fucsovic in the third round, and I have Alcaraz winning and heading the section, which would give us a Lorenzo Musetti Alcaraz fourth round.
Well, I've gone even bigger. I've got Munar being beaten by a qualifier again, Fucsovic meeting Steve Johnson, and Big Steve heading the section. He loves it in the US. I don't think they can handle the heat when Big Steve enters the court. That's all.
You got Supermodel saying Musetti's done nothing since losing to the Joker. You got to remember he took 2 sets off him.
Mentally broken after that match.
Is he though? Come on, he's young. He's probably just having some time off. The fame's happened very quick for him. It's been, you see players on tour, it takes them a few years to get to the level he's got at already. And I think it's all catching up on him a bit. He's taking some time away from the sport. Not that long, a few months, and he's back now. And I think, he can go on another little charge.
Well, you got to think Musetti probably before that French Open, before that Djokovic match. I'm just always basing this off Instagram followers. I don't know why. I think he was around about the 15 to 20,000 mark, and after that he went up to about 160,000 followers.
Yep.
I want to put this into perspective for you. For the young Brit hopeful that we're doing a watch along for next. She had about 6,000 followers before Wimbledon. She has 406,000 followers on Instagram now. Emma Raducanu. So, come on, if that is an explosion into fame, I do not know what is.
Well, let's just hope she can handle the occasion, because it's going to be a lot of pressure on her in this final later on. Apparently, Musetti's gone 1 in 12 in sets since. So he's having a bit of a tragic time. Hopefully he can turn it around this tournament, though.
Moody.
And Almino, he's seen it already. Millman Thompson is the bracket killer.
Yeah,
Not sure which way to go with it, because either of them can win. I see you've gone Thompson. I actually went Millman.
I've got it's the battle of the Aussies, isn't it? I'm going Thompson. I don't know. Maybe it's just
they know each other's game so well.
I've got Big Steve and Thompson. I think I've got the moustaches heading up the sections, mate. That's all I've gone for. I've got one. I have to rep it, mate. The moustaches. Let's do it. Ramos, I've got beating Ema though.
Yeah, me too.
To meet him. Okay, nice. So you got Millman, I got Thompson, TFO, and this is where it gets interesting for my bracket. Right, we've got Kyrgios Murray. I've got Andy Murray. I was impressed with him against Hurkacz, and I think that Kyrgios, if he doesn't serve as well as he can, well, Murray was one of the best returners, and he did well against Hurkacz. I think if and that's Hurkacz, who's very fit, very active on the tour. I think Murray can do Kyrgios. I'm very serious.
Kyrgios, does he not have a good record against? He's never lost to Djokovic. I know he's lost to Rafa quite a bit. Has he got a good record against Murray potentially? Or what's his record like against Federer as well? I know Kyrgios, he's one of them players who he turns up against the big guys.
I know.
We see spectacles, and knowing that it's the fact that it's Andy Murray, I think he's going to be on his game. And if he is on his game, I think he beats Murray.
Won once against Murray.
And like I said, it is a big bracket killer, because you need to call this one right if you want to do well in the league for sure. Because either of these two could go far. Looking at the draw, I don't fancy TFO as a seeded player. He's a bit hot and cold. And David Goffin, I don't fancy him at all. I have the exact same scenario of Duckworth beating him as well.
Exactly. Well, Murray, the last time they played, Kyrgios beat Murray at Queen's, and that was in 2018. That was in 3 sets. Kyrgios, arguably more active. The last 2 times they played were actually on grass as well. The only time they played on hard was, they played 3 times on hard, and the last time in 2015. So I don't know if we can go all the way back to the US Open then.
Yeah, so apparently they were saying that Murray does have a better record against
5-1.
Kyrgios.
So I've gone Andy Murray. I'm gone big. I was impressed by how he played against Hurkacz. I'm going Murray through. He beats TFO. He beats Duckworth. He heads up the section.
Yeah, for me, it's the other way. I've got Kyrgios going all the way and heading the section.
I've been waiting for this opportunity to try and big Andy Murray up. I've been waiting to try and sing his praises, and he gave me something to sing about. He had set point against Hurkacz, and I was really impressed with him. Just disappointed in the second set a little bit. Right, we go back to the top. We got Carreño Busta. No, that's not Carreño Busta Marincic. It's Carreño Busta Benoit pair. I've got there.
No, you're missing one. It is Carreño Busta Marin Cilic.
All right, well, I've got Carreño Busta to beat Cilic then.
Okay, so I'm going to go Cilic here. So, yeah,
Ooh,
I thought you'd go for Busta. I'm going to go Cilic.
JG goes against Busta.
Well, I went with him very far in the last tournament. That's why I'm so high up. But the problem is with him, he's just hit hot and cold, and he might not fancy it that day against Cilic.
Yeah,
Could lose. He could lose against Cilic 6-1, 6-2, something like that.
Could lose to Sangren.
Yep. So I'm not going to have him there. Moving down to the next bit, I've got Dan Evans, Bublik. I'm going to go Bublik. I think Dan Evans is going to be lucky to even get that far.
I've got Dan Evans, Benoit pair, and Benoit pair defeating Dan Evans. We're moving down.
So you got pair in the semis.
Yeah, pair versus Carreño Busta in the semi. That's a semi-final. That's a semi-final. Pair Busta, mate. That's what people were going to queue up to see that. Basashvili versus Steve Johnson. It's a big call. I've gone Basashvili.
I'm surprised you've done that. So mine is Musetti Alcaraz.
Shock.
I've gone Alcaraz.
Nice. I like
I'm not
it.
sure. I think he's got more chance of hitting it, but then I'm not sure looking at it now. Regardless of that, I've gone for Alcaraz.
All right, Basashvili for me. Moving down, Jordan Thompson, Andy Murray in the bottom section, the last quarterfinal. I think you all know who I've gone for here in this one. Sir Andy of Murray makes it to the semi-finals, and he is going to be facing Nicolas Basashvili again. That's what I think.
I've got John Millman, Nick Kyrgios, all Australian. And I'm going Nick Kyrgios. So it will give us an Alcaraz-Kyrgios semi-final at the bottom.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. Nice. I've got Murray Basashvili. We go back to the top. I've got pair versus Carreño Busta.
But if you've got Murray Basashvili, he's got to be losing this time.
I've got Carreño Busta versus pair. Benoit pair gets to the final here. He's back. He is into the final now.
Well, mine's quite crazy too. I've got Bublik Cilic.
Yeah.
And I've gone for Bublik in the final.
Interesting. I like it.
I've gone a very different approach on this one.
Okay. And now I'll go down to the bottom. We got Basashvili.
The thing is with our picks already from the top, before we go down to the bottom, you've got Pair who could go out first round. I've got Bublik who could go out first round.
They could all go out first round.
It is a bit of a high-risk strategy we've gone for in this tournament. But you need to go high risk sometimes to reap the rewards. We've got Davos is loving it. Let's go, JG. Won't be loving it after he finds out I'll put it out to Bublik, but I still think he's going to go far and have a good run.
Well, Andy Murray, he's in the semi-final against Basashvili. He gets into the final, and he is facing Benoit pair. The final is Andy Murray versus Benoit pair.
I've got Alcaraz Kyrgios, and I'm going to be going Kyrgios, which is going to give us an underarm final of Bublik versus Kyrgios. I'm expecting at least one underarm every set. Otherwise, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, well, you're going to probably be shocked at what I'm going to go with now, because I'm going to have Benoit pair winning the whole entire tournament.
You've definitely got wrapped up in the fact that he had one good tournament. He could be off his game now.
He's back. He's ready for the US Open, mate. Benoit pair and Andy Murray are going into the US Open hot.
You was definitely drinking doing this. I could guarantee that.
Definitely.
And I've got Bublik winning the battle and taking the whole thing.
Even though you weren't drinking, it still seems a little bit.
It's unlike me, yeah. But it's a very open tournament. I think what we've seen from this, is the fact that we've got very different quarters, semis, and ultimately finals. It just shows that it is an open tournament. There's a lot of names we've not really spoken about who could go and win this tournament. One of them being TFO. I know I'm not a big fan, but he could go and win the whole thing. One of them being Martin Fucsovic. He could do very well here. And a few other names as well who we've not really spoken about, which if they were to get a run, why can't they win it? They're certainly capable. I think another one as well would be an Avashka or something. One of these guys, or a Quetfa.
I think anyone could win it. This Big Steve could go through, mate, and he might make a challenge. I would love it if Musetti or Alcaraz won it,
or any of the Australians, Thompson, Millman.
But I have to say,
it's very even. I feel
if Murray could beat Kyrgios and he could just make a run, we might see another Antwerp. I'd love it if Murray can get
that matchup. The first round, it's built for a big one, and we've both got the winner of that in the final, which is quite telling. And we've both got them losing the final, which is weird.
Yeah, well, Pair, I don't know. There's part of me that's warming to him after he's coming back and starting to play a bit better. So
you got Amina saying he's got a Buster Fucsovic final. Nice one. Nice. Let's see what Buster turns up. But I think it's dark horse time. Do you have your dark horse?
Well, I think I'll go with a dark horse of. I think I might go with. No, I can't go Big Steve, can I? Well, Andy Murray's a wild card. I put Andy Murray then, haven't I? If he's wild card, Pair to win, Murray wild card.
Yeah.
Dark horse.
You can have that. And I'll take. It's probably got to be Musetti. Yeah. If I'm honest, he's my wild card for the tournament. I've got him going far. If he can beat Alcaraz, he's going all the way.
Well, if he can, I would love to see it. Well, I think we've got the match that's coming up fairly soon. We know that Raducanu starts at 7. We got 15 more minutes. We want to try and get through the women's draws as well. I know there's a couple of them on there. Yeah. Is there a couple? Or one of them's already started, but we filled it out earlier. So maybe we'll go through the Cleveland one first. You definitely saved yours in, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe we'll just do who we've got, just go from the quarterfinals and just discuss them.
All right. Okay.
You got it up?
Yeah.
Nice one. So it'll be interesting to see who you've got there, really. So if you're looking at quarterfinal wise, actually, no, it's quite a small tournament, this one.
Yeah, it's not the biggest.
I'll let you go first. So I can just have a little look here. You've got Kasatkina ahead in that section.
Yeah.
Whereas I have the same, Kasatkina.
Yeah.
I have Podoroska ahead in the next one.
I'll go down a little bit.
You got Alexandrova, so that's the matchup which I had, but I went Podoroska.
Yeah.
I've got Sorribes Tormo ahead in the next.
Had the same.
I've got Kontaveit head in the last.
I have Shelby Rogers head in the last section there. Teichmann, I think, might be a bit tired. Go out to Shelby Rogers here.
Yeah, Teichmann's been playing well. I've actually got a beaten Rogers. But moving up to the top bit, I've got in the final, I've gone for Kasatkina.
Yeah, I've got Tormo versus Kasatkina, and I've got Kasatkina to win it all.
Oh, so we've got the same final. I've got Kasatkina, Tormo as well. But I've got Tormo winning the whole thing.
No, I think I was I don't know. In my mind when I was going through,
you knew I was picking Tormo.
Yeah, I know, exactly. But I think I would as well. I think she's been playing really well. She's been promising. Konta, I've not been convinced yet that she's really back on the form. So
no. And with dark horse wise, there was a name I did have when I was doing it.
Probably go Shelby. Oh, no, I can't go Shelby.
No, mine's Teichmann.
Well, I probably wouldn't go with Teichmann. Because she'd probably be a bit tired.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but she's playing amazing right now. She's just beaten Osaka. The people she's just beaten, she could walk this tournament. She's beaten a lot better recently, and there's no reason why she can't go and win this whole tournament. So Teichmann's definitely my dark horse. I don't think she's going to be that tired.
I'd say probably Samsonova, someone like that.
Okay.
As a dark horse, but it's just a very small tournament. We'll come out of the Cleveland one, move into Chicago. This one, Svitolina, the number 1 seed there.
And I have done my picks for this one, yeah. So we've got Svitolina as the number 1 and Georgie as the number 2. Obviously, she's moved through the rankings quite a bit now after that win. I can see you've got Svitolina head in that section. I think I've got exactly the same.
Yeah, beating Cornet, beating Kovanic, I think. I've got Madlenovic losing to Kovanic. Going down, I've got Sestaya. It's a bit tough, really. I think that's a tough one against Martinkova, but I think Sestaya. Shea Su Wei, Williams, she might lose that, but I've gone Shea. I don't know, just fan favourite, isn't it?
I've got Golubic heading the section 2.
Yeah. Moving down, Marta Kostyuk. Great to see her back.
Wait, we've got exactly the same for the women's. I've got Kostyuk as well, heading this one.
Yeah, Heather Watson going out to Sedancic, Kanepi being knocked out by Kostyuk. And then Kostyuk heads the section. Then Vondrasova, Georgie.
Here we go. This is where he goes wild.
It's not wild. How is it wild?
Camilla Georgie hype. He's getting too wrapped up in the Camilla Georgie hype.
No, no one believed me last time. Everyone was like, he's mad. Why is Georgie going so far?
She's going to lose to Anne Lee.
Probably.
Well, anyway, I don't have Georgie. I'm going to go Vondrasova head in the section.
Georgie pulled out, apparently. Well, that's not a good pick then. If that's true, is that true? Don't say that's true. Georgie. Type in Georgie. It comes up Georgie Armani. Georgie.
I think it's going to be easy to find. We'll have a look after, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think. I was going to say, if you click on like news, see if it comes up. Oh, it's all in Italian. Brilliant. Can't read it. That's good. Lovely. Oh, well, if she is out, then I'll change it to Vondrasova. Then it's not really tough, is it?
Do you have her winning the whole thing, Georgie?
No, I don't think so.
So you can change it. You can change it then.
I got Kostyuk winning this section down here, beating Georgie in, I believe, it's the semi-finals.
Yeah, I got Vondrasova at the bottom.
Svitolina and beating Golubic. So we'd set up an all. Is that Ukrainian
final?
Yeah, all Ukrainian final.
Mine's Svitolina, Vondrasova, and I'll have Svitolina winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I've got Svitolina winning the whole thing as well.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if she don't. She's
clear favourite.
She's impressed me a lot this year when she has played, and sometimes I've doubted her, and she's always come through and played well. So I can't see why she wouldn't win it. She's got a relatively nice draw, being number 1 seed as well. She gets to qualify in the first round and some other beatable opponents. So I like Svitolina's chances here, and I think she's going to win it. And my dark horse is going to be Anne Lee. I think she could even knock out Camilla Georgie first round. If Georgie's not there, I think Anne Lee could do very well. So
yeah, I think it's a good bet. I don't really like any of the other, or maybe Kai Kanepi. There you go. That's a person who could do quite well, I guess, but you never know with her.
Yeah.
So I think that's enough on those tournaments. They're not the biggest ones in the world. No. We've got to go and get prepared for Emma Raducanu's first final, really. The first chance of winning some silverware on the WTA Tour. She's in a WTA 125 event, challenger final against Clara Towson. That's coming up next on GTL. Make sure you join us for that. It's going to be exciting. I'm pumped up. I've had a few beers already. It's probably going to be a bit of a Larry one.
It's highly anticipated, no doubt about it. But for now, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you very soon for Raducanu.
Yes, come on.